All right, let's see. 3, 2, 1 on the YouTube side. All right, we're good on the YouTube side. So we should be live now. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. I'm your host, Frenzy. A little quieter today. A little closer to my mic as well. Today is a very late stream, but I did promise you guys a stream during the 25th. And what the fuck, my phone just scared the fuck out of me somehow. But yeah, I did promise you guys a stream on the 25th. Here it is. Was doing some stuff, and now I'm finally here. So how's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing very well tonight. Hopefully everyone had a very awesome Christmas day. I know I did. Went out to a little bit of a, I guess, kind of like a Christmas theme showcase kind of event, I guess, that they have recently been hosting, I think since last year. And I went for my first time this year. It was really fun. Chances are I'll probably show some pictures of it on Twitter a little bit later, but you guys will know eventually when I get to that point. Merry Cribmas. Hell yeah. Merry Cribmas. How you doing, man? How you doing? How you doing, Nathaniel? Hopefully you're doing well. I was planning to make this episode 1 of a new series I wanted to do, but I decided against it, considering that, like, it's not necessarily that I'm low energy, even though low-key I kind of am a little bit tonight, because I am pretty tired. Been on the 6-day work streak. Today was my day off. Had some plans to do some stuff, and I really want this Oasis Blade, but, like, you know, the game hates me right now, so can't really do that right now. But I'll take the aura. Like, you know, the aura is pretty good. You know, still costs the same amount of pips. You know, still does everything I need, so we're fine on that department. Yes, it is indeed the Life Die Delete. Yes, it is indeed that. That's the new series of the Die Delete series. Also will be known for me as Critical Mode. Wizard101 Critical Mode. So a lot of it is relatively inspired by the Kingdom Hearts series. And the Prod Code system. The Prod Code system, which the whole point of it is either to make your experience a lot more smoother, as in easier, or even a lot harder. And a lot of people do challenges with the use of Pro Codes. They do so many things like removing certain mechanics from you, and or they will also make the boss's HP and damage even crazier or even lower. It really just depends on the user and how they like their experience. How you doing, Greek? Welcome to stream, man. So you're doing well. Merry Wismus Vanitas, yes. It is I, Vanitas, in the flesh. True. But yeah. Yes, that is the series I'm gonna do. You guys might be wondering, why exactly is it going to be a life wizard? The reason for this is because I don't necessarily have an official life wizard. That is the real reason. It's because out of all the schools that I've played to a decent bit, the only school I never really bothered to play is actually the life school. I only got to like level 40-ish, 50-ish one time, and then I got bored. So then I just stopped doing it. So yeah, that's why I picked the life wizard out of all classes. Eventually, if somehow that challenge does fail, and I do expect it will fail at some point, but maybe not anytime soon, rather from RNG or from just really the fact that, like, you know, my skill set in this game isn't the best of the best. I would say it's definitely on the higher end, but it's definitely not the best of the best. I think that, like, we'll transition to like a different school and it will be done through a wheel and stuff like that, which I will be adding it to the rules document. I have the rules document for the most part ready, but I gotta actually, like, you know, just look at it again and just make some tweaks to some rules, and also maybe make some additions as well, and maybe some grammar errors, because there was quite a lot of it actually when I reread it. Yo, Genevieve, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Merry Wismus. Merry Wismus. Welcome to the stream. Like, I'm easy. Greek, it's not just for you. This message ain't just for you. This is for everyone in chat. Welcome, everyone. You know, you never know. There could be lurkers out there. There could be a lurker out there. You just never know. What pet is that? It is The ultra, oh not the ultra, that's the level. The Therizinosaurus. Therizinosaurus. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. Therizinosaurus. Yeah, let's just go with that. Yeah, it's a Crown's Pet. I think you get it from like a bundle, if I'm not mistaken. It could be from a bundle. I think it's the Azteca one actually. I could be wrong on that one, but it gives a AoE Hydra, which is actually really good. My favorite dinosaur for real. This dinosaur goes hard though. These are better than the Frillas by a long shot. Oh, I forget about that one. It's pronounced Therizinosaurus. Yeah, I'm a lost cause, okay? I'm a lost cause. I'm a lost cause when it comes to these names, man. Is that a pixel? That is not a pixel. You should do level lock at 15 on an ice. 15 on an ice? Oh, you mean kind of like what Gume does, right? I would consider that, but maybe I should do decathlon a bit first before I do that. Before I do anything like that. I think it would be interesting. I think it'd be interesting to have like a level 10 Storm Wizard. Right? Level 10 Storm Wizard. But, like using the decathlon deck and stuff. That would be kind of cool. You know, get to Dragonspire. The boy is still in Novus. Oh, man. This character is... Dude, all my wizards are on like various different places, bro. I'm cooked. Right. I have a Therizino that has Maycat's Fairy. The only good thing my Wiz has. I'm low-key misplaying. That's crazy. That's crazy. I honestly forgot what they did, bro. I'm just getting a faint snack, bro. Like, listen, my brain is just not braining, okay? Tired. Yeah. That's the name. I bet you this guy has anti-trap just because why not? That's just the power of Novus. Did we delete the Mythwiz yet? No. Never gonna happen. Not deleting my main character. That's my main right there. The reason why I said level 15 is because of jewel socketing. I see. That would be interesting. I'll definitely consider it sometime. I think that would be kind of interesting. Maybe do on a storm or something. That would be kind of funny. Yeah, that dude has Path Beast Centaur, I think. Bruh, of course he does. Why wouldn't he have Path Beast Centaur? It wouldn't be a it wouldn't be a Novus fight without them using a Path Beast Centaur. That's just the truth, man. Nothing but the truth. Yo, what's the status on like the Ichor farming, by the way? I've been hearing so many videos about it. I actually made a video myself, but the mic quality was so ass that I was just like, you know what? Let me just not do that. Let me see if I can like make some adjustments to this mic and like then make the video, quote unquote, maybe. And just go from there. But I'm not a fan, dude. I feel like it's great to an extent that they're doing something, but like TLDR, right? It is the Hero Bro Damn update where it's like, yeah, I know you guys have been begging for this, and we do not care. Just have your fucking update. Kind of update. Zhang has it. I see. Outside of removing the Ichor from recipes, not much change. Well, they doubled the relics, no? They like basically increase a good amount as to like how much outside the relics you need to like craft your stuff, with the exception of the jewels. I think the jewels are the only thing that was left untouched, which like that's the main thing I cared about, but I don't like the fact that the gear got crazy requirements. That's just me though. Bro, I just did exactly 10k health. I thought this bro was Malistair. That's crazy. It's like, I literally just did Malistair damage right there. It's like 120 relics for like robe and a hat. That's insane. Okay, this, I don't even know what this does. Let's see. If this is the overtime, this has gotta be Path B. If it's not, Path A. And the best farming place for relics drop 5 per run. That's so lame though. That's so lame. There is no point. There is no reason to do that. Listen, like, it's tough, man. It's tough to be a Wizard101 fan, man. Because as much as I want to give Wiz props, like, they always end up doing something that like just makes me despise them. Like, they're just allergic to taking W's. That is just my whole gist of like Wizard101. The devs are just allergic to W's. They just for the thrill, they just have to take an L somewhere. That's just how it is. They really did a crypto rug pull on Wiz players. That's crazy. It's so confusing. They made Icar look way better in the game and added the transmute, then removed the Icar for crap. Right? It doesn't make any sense, man. Like, I don't understand. And they just doubled it? Yeah. They said F the Icar because most people bought it and just double it. Double it, give it to the next person. I mean, like, I get bots were a thing, and like that's definitely a problem. But like, how come people who were doing this honorably have to be punished for it? Like, I would never understand that. Like, it just makes no sense to me. I don't know, man. It's like, first of all, you shouldn't even have it in the first place. Let's just put it that way. Icar shouldn't have been a thing in the first place. But people were willing to compromise. People were willing to compromise. Here's the compromise. The dev said, fuck you. Like, that's literally what happened, bro. Like, I'm sorry. There's no other way of putting it. They literally just said, fuck you. Fuck you. Here's your update. Now shut up. That's literally the update, bro. Merry Wismas. Yeah, you gotta add that Merry Wismas. Can't forget the Merry Wismas. That's a very important part of the update. Ooh, Polygon. What's up, Frenzy? Are you winning on Merry Christmas? Yes, I'm winning. Merry Christmas. I was getting fake reported just for existing in Outsiders Camp. Yeah, genuinely. Like, there'll be other people just, like, getting the stuff. They'll just think that it's you, and that you're botting. I think someone got reported for, like, doing that. Not botting, but, like, someone got reported for, like, just sitting around Outsiders Camp. And they were using, the scout talent. And they got reported for that. It's like, bro, like, just get us, you know, it's just a skill issue, bro. You don't have the scout talent. That's not my problem. It doesn't even punish people that were running the bots. They'll just move on to something else. Only the main casual player base suffers. Genuinely. The Age Icar reminded me of Dragoons all over again. Genuinely, yes. Very true, very true. Also, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta bone the pick with Liam. No, not really. Not really. But I always find it funny every time I watch his videos, bro. And then, this is coming out of love, chat. This is coming out of love. I just find it so funny that, like, every time, like, bro makes a video about, like, issues with Wizards, like, yeah, man, I am, like, the realest Wizard101 content creator out there. There ain't nobody like me. It's like, motherfucker, there's so many people like you. You're not the only one. Love you, though. Love you, though, but you're not the only one. Okay, I'll tell you that. You're not the only one. Love you, though. I don't want to get, like spam, so we're just gonna do this. Not the voice invitation. That's not even the voice invitation. That's not even the good voice invitation, like, whatsoever. About 6k damage is crazy. My damage be weird. Back to the bazaar. 10 out of 10 voice imitation. Back to the bazaar where they go. Yep, that's why they're going back. They're going back to the bazaar. I will say, though, like, I think he's probably, like, the main one that has some critiques for PvP. He's not the only one, because obviously there's Ice Cold, for example. But he is one of the very few people in the PvP scene that makes a consistent amount of videos just going through, like, the problems with, like, the game and the aspect of competitive play. And all I'm saying is, like, he's definitely got some good takes, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I can't say that he doesn't. He has good takes, but, you know, I'm like, bro, you're not the only one. You're not the only one, brother. Hey, Frenzy, do you say Merry Christmas or Feliz Navidad to your family? Inquiring minds and want to know dual language households intrigue me? I say both, believe it or not. It depends who I'm talking to, right? If I know I'm talking to a family member that only knows like Spanish, right? Then I'm gonna be like Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad. But if it's like a family who like knows both languages or like knows English, I'll be like Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I say both. I say both. It's not like one or the other. It just depends on the person. But I say both. Oh my god, not this guy. Yeah, I remember this guy. This guy loves to like do unspeakable things. Okay, he's not bounced, thank god. Maybe a dabber. Right? Yeah, what's up? Alright, we're back, brothers. Holy shit. Game has good taste, but I still can't talk until he, like, come in Russia rank. That Claw Gaming. Let's go. Big W. Nah, I like Ice Gold, man. You know, he's a homie. He's a homie, bro. Y'all wanna do something stupid? Hold on. I have an idea. It's gonna be so stupid, but it's gonna be so funny. Where's my Oni at? There it is. So you need to have like an aura and 3 tramps to do some crazy damage here. And that's what we're gonna do. I might need to like have something to protect it, so we're gonna do... Do I have it? I think I do. Should. Got elemental trap or something. There you go. That's all I need. That's all I need. I think. I hope. Here we go. Honestly, all I have to say though is like I can't blame people for leaving PvP, bro. It's just not. Oh yeah, I forgot you can't enchant this. I'm stupid. Oopsie. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Oh hell yeah! I can't wait to clog my deck, bro. It's gonna be the best thing in the world. Bro did not just attack him with the whole ass leprechaun, bro. Is he gonna remove my traps now? Let's see. Of course he will. Wow. 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 It doesn't really matter what pips I use anyway. Oh, I have a reshuffle. I mean, I probably shouldn't have done that, but it's fine. Why not fill a deck with 0 pip cards and discard them? I mean, shit, you right. Listen, my brain is not braining. My brain is just brain. It's been a while since I did this fight. I usually add 2 of every card I need for this fight, so I can either add the trash onto the discard or actually use the spell. Fair, fair. Very fair. It's been a while, Chet, okay? I don't have Wiz on the brain 24/7. Sometimes I gotta think about work. I hate thinking about work. Look at this bitch. Moving my shit. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, we definitely need some protection. I have idea. Okay, here's what I need, right? So definitely only shadow, you know. Good old classic. We don't need that at all, actually. I wonder, is a yes, it is considered for indemnity. Yes. This is such a weird set of like spells though. It's like balance elemental, like one elemental and then like a spirit. So like you can't really buff it all that much unless it's like universal. But like that's fine. That's like not a big deal. Okay, let's get some 0-pip spells in there though. Let some bounce blade, why not? Yeah, let's just clog the deck. Clog deck simulator, my favorite. How you doing, Anthony? Welcome to stream. Maybe I'll in like 3. There you go. Actually, I might need more than that. I think 4 is okay. Guys, spoiler alert, this is probably copycat. I'm just letting you know. No. It's like you probably didn't know. I'll let you. I'll warn you just now. Don't get too attached. She's an op. Always has been. Oh well, I guess I can delete Wiz and never play again. Yup, you've been spoiled. I knew he was gonna do this. I knew this boss was gonna do this. Crazy. Okay, so it's up to 4. I honestly thought it was 3 for some reason. Good to know, though. Good to know. I should have had a frenzy, low-key. Now that I think about it, frenzy would have been really useful. I'm sure I'm getting another one, so it should be fine. What is this? What is he doing? Ah, I see. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the extra clog deck item card. Centaur is a 6-pip spell that clears 5 traps, so it's like a 1-to-1 ratio. I see. Let's just do this again, just in case he does it again. I should have considered getting a frenzy though. But like, it would have been for the next turn regardless, so it's not a big deal. Oh yeah, speaking of which, the rules document, I totally forgot we were supposed to talk about the critical mode series. Now, obviously, these rules are subject to change, as they always are. Most of the time, they don't really change all that much, though. So, you know, there's that. But these, I think, are very likely to change. I'm going to share the link in just 1 second. There are a few things that I do plan to change. There are some considerations within the document. And there's also information about a reward wheel. There's also a punishment wheel. So, just a TLDR, the reward and punishment wheel, they're essentially just given, or they're used by the player based on how well they did in the specific side content. So, we're talking about content in the form of, oh, you know, you did Mount Olympus, you did the side boss in Mount Olympus, you know, stuff like that, really. And this is going to be determined on if the player is able to successfully do the side content. If they fail, then they roll the punishment wheel. And the rewards come in a version of like some spell element upgrades. So I'm trying to unlock some other schools of magic for this for the character, so they get a little bit more powerful as time goes on. And if they were to fail, so like if they were to like just die in a dungeon, let's say like I died in Tartarus, you know, I got my body whooped in Tartarus, then the punishment wheel will remove some things from myself. So either like gear pieces, it can also remove certain spells or like ban spells for like a world. So like it could be heals, attacks, and stuff like that. And it can also potentially give me the chance to unfortunately end the series prematurely because I got super unlucky. The odds of it are super low, but you know, it can happen. So, and the link here is going to be to the document, which definitely will be changed over time. If you're interested in reading that, obviously there is quite a bit of typos there. I've noticed there's a bit of typos. Also, I've noticed I'm dropping frames for some reason, which is kind of weird. Why am I dropping frames? Hello? That's weird. That never happens. Twitch is being weird today. How's YouTube? YouTube's fine. I think it's just Twitch. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, it's just that my stream is unstable. Wait, average stream bitrate is too... How can the bitrate be too high? How does that work? Huh? Okay. Then I guess this just lowered to like 5,500 maybe? How does that work? That'd be too low. Okay. Well, we changed it. Hopefully it fixes itself. Oh, did I just not even kill? That's crazy. I haven't been paying attention. Okay, so it turns out the strategy I did not work, so we gotta try this again. Also, let me know if the Twitch side is fine, because for some reason it's showing that it's not fine. YouTube is fine, Twitch is not, which is a little weird for me, but it usually never happens. Usually Twitch runs fine, but not today for some reason. Twitch is just being a little weird tonight. I wonder, am I good? Hold on. Try again. That's interesting. Okay, what if I like lower it a little bit more? Say like 5,000. I had it at 5,000. That's very weird. I don't know if it's just me though. It's interesting. I've noticed that Twitch is giving me some problems for some reason, which is very interesting. Okay. So we know he's gonna remove traps and stuff, so that's unfortunate. Do I have Hydra? Like path A? I think I do. Hell yeah. Okay, let's see. Chat, is Twitch doing okay? Are we doing okay on the Twitch side? It's just weird to have an unstable setting here. That has never happened in ever. Yeah, we're doing okay. Okay, I guess Twitch is tripping then. I don't know. I just work here. All right. New plan. We're just gonna hit him with like, actually not even a, that's not for Hydra. That's not for Hydra, mate. Oh, where's my... That should do it. Let's just take out that minion ASAP. We should be good. Yeah, it's just weird that Twitch is doing that. Yeah, I was just saying that my stream is unstable, which, like, I'm like, I don't understand. Like, how is it unstable? I do not understand. Wow, this is a terrible hand, though. Absolutely horrendous hand. Can't do anything with that. No, sir. I'm also broke. I got only 100k gold to my name. Yeah, I can't wait when you do like a die delete and it's just gonna be this entire freaking hand that's just full. It's like, I gotta prepare for everything. I gotta have all the earthquakes in the world in case the boss like hella shields and I can't do anything about it. Yes, I'm talking about back before we had any counters to blades. That was an earthquake. I know, what a crazy time to live, right? A time where earthquake was the only way to counter, well, one of the main ways to counter blades and shields at the same time. Because not everyone had access to the Enfeeble, unless you were fortunate enough to get the TC. So like your next best bet was like, it wasn't even Earthquake, it was Aftershock. It was the 4-pip version. Crazy spell that spell was. Back in my day, you know, we used to pee for rank. No, we used to pee for respect. I don't miss Aftershock. I don't think anyone does. I don't think anyone does. Cause like I don't even want to see that on mobs, bro. When I see that on mobs, I know it's Jover. Bro, this spell's about to be MVP for me though. I'm still calling it Brûlé Sucré, okay? You know, back in my day, it was called Brûlé Sucré. Not the hunting worm. Bro, did not just give me another clogged spell. Crazy work. But yeah, if you are interested in reading that document for the rules and stuff, you can read it on your own if you like. Essentially, main rules, obviously the player starts from ground zero. There are no greater transfers, at least not for the main characters. There are some exceptions though. Like if it's from the die delete characters and only from the die delete characters, I can transfer some stuff that I did obtain throughout the journey, but that's essentially it. You know, anything after that, no. Like if it's like from my main myth wizard, then obviously not. Also, thank you, Wicked Mom, for the raid. Welcome everyone. Welcome chatters. Welcome to the chill stream where I worry about as to what in the world I am doing on my balance wizard and my life. Not the bot. I got him, chat. Don't worry. Hi, Chris. How you doing? I got him. Happy holidays. I hope you had a great Christmas. I know I did. I'm going to show some pictures on Twitter. So, if you guys are interested, you can follow me on Twitter. In fact, I think I just noticed that, I think my holiday my about page is not updated. Because I quit Twitch for a while until I noticed that you can dual stream. And that's when I came back to Twitch, because I was like, you know, I kind of miss the Twitch family. But I was mainly a YouTube guy. but I came back, so I'm like, I gotta work on my about page again. I gotta rework on everything I've replaced or put just whatever. I think the link to the Twitter should still be there in the about page. Otherwise, y'all could just check the YouTube. The YouTube should have the Twitter page. But yeah, I'm gonna upload some pictures from the event I went to today before I started today's stream. Really fun. First time doing a little fun Christmas time there. Taking some really nice photos with the fam. You're a brulee sucre, madam. Yeah, that's listen, that's what the spell was, you know? Like before the spell became an official spell, and it was just a TC that everyone loved because it had a funny name. It had a funny but kind of cool name. It was called Brulee Sucre. And now they just changed it to like Hunting Worm. I'm like, nah, we don't call it by Hunting Worm. I called it Brulee Sucre. I will not abide by any other name but Brulee Sucre. That spell was amazing. If I did any sort of like, you know, life PvP, oh, that spell would have been amazing to just use. Like, it did everything for you. Absolutely everything you can ever dream of. But yeah, once again, shout out to Wicked Mom for the raid. I really appreciate it. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm not a myth wizard. I can't just pierce through all this. Me and my privilegedness of being a myth wizard, and I don't have to worry about resist in my life. Now I'm not a myth wizard, so I have to worry about resist now. That is a thing I have to worry about. It's quite unfortunate, I'm aware. Hey, but we got it though. With just a beautiful Hydra, the classic. Yes, sir. Okay, that wasn't too bad once I actually locked in for a little bit, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. My myth is questing Darkmoor, bro. You're gonna have a great time. You're gonna have a fantastic time. I don't know, man. I think Myth got a W this update for Darkmoor. They got so many good things this update. It's amazing for them. Like, literally, any kind of weakness enemy you face, you don't even care about it if you rock, like, Path B Stone Colossus, which I think I have it here. Okay, I do have one. The beauty about this is, like, you can literally just remove all the weaknesses, like, up to 5 of them, and then you do damage. Like, that's an amazing thing to do. Like, it's just anti-weakness. Like, it is the perfect, pretty good priced anti-weakness card. How did it go? Your shoes. It helped? Good. Good. Yeah, I don't think I have anything specific for that other than the Jason mark, but that would definitely have taken you quite a bit. Y'all also give certain spells special names. I call Hungry Caterpillar Wormy. That's cute. That's cute. I actually like that name. That's very cute. I don't think I've ever gave a name for a Tatzelworm. I just call it Tatzel. Because I think the name's already really cute. Tatzel. We love Tatzelworm in this house. Well, as a life wizard, enemies often have to be the least resist to life sometimes, even a boost, where every other school wouldn't. I mean, hey, I don't gotta worry about no boost. You know, the boost is a luxury. The boost is just a luxury to have, you know? Darkmoor Mythspell kind of bad though, not worth the 10 piss. I think that the Path B is pretty decent. Then again, I'm just weird, so there's that. If you want to take that into consideration. But I think Path B for the new Darkmoor spell is pretty good. I think it's one of my more favorite ones mechanically. Because it's like another anti-shield mechanic. Yes, you do get the bomb dots, but I usually try to rock some like lore spells that detonate, so essentially like Krampus is amazing. Basically adding a feint to a DOT, which is insane. So your already boosted bomb dot is like feinted with Krampus, which is insane. Or you could just trigger multitude of those bomb dots with Apocalypse. Does a pretty good job. But that's just me. You know, I just play weirdly. That's kind of my whole thing. My whole thing is that I play the game kind of weird. Can I play meta? Yes, but I don't want to a lot of the times. It's just kind of boring after a while. But there's like to the degree, right? To a degree, like I don't like playing meta. It's just to a degree. Not like there are certain points where it's like, okay, you know, I might as well just like feign stack it to an AoE and just call it GG's. But there are times where it's like I just want to do something a little different. Fair. I haven't really tried playing into those kinds of spell mechanics that much yet. It really depends on the situation. A lot of spells at the end of the day, when it comes to like Rochambeau, like Path Bees, basically bees in up, it's very situational. Like it depends on the scenario, and there are times where you would never use it, but there are times where like you would probably use it in almost every scenario. A prime example of like a spell you might use in almost every scenario would be like Evil Snowman. Like it is just the weakness clear of all weakness clears. For just 3 peps, you remove 2 weaknesses. Within those 2 weaknesses, you get up to 2 shields based on target. So if it's like, I don't know, Death Wizards, you know, the most common weakness spammers, you just basically have 2 set Death Shields now. And then if you have another weakness, it will just get removed off from the hit itself. Like, it is fantastic. It is an amazing spell to have. And it is a spell I would definitely recommend everyone at least have a Path B copy of, because it's so good. But if you don't want to do that, there's also TC, and the TCs are available through vendors, which I think that's an amazing thing. And I need to see more of this for the Arc 2 stuff, because there are some useful Arc 2 Path Bs that you can utilize for specific scenarios, but it may have a better value if you were to use it in the form of TC instead of your main spell, because, you know, deck clogging is a thing and all that. But I don't know. It just remains to be seen as to what can be done. Path B of what? Evil Snowman. Evil W Man. The UK spell. That's the UK spell right here. Spell of the UK. Did you know that most strong enemies like the Devourer and Entrance Exam resist every school except for Life, which boost on both? Must be nice to be a Life Wizard now, isn't it? Yeah, Snowman and Path C Scorpion. I always pack the sign, legit underrated TCs. Let me see what Path B Scorpion is like, because I actually have Path B. So, I say both kind of good. You know, Path B Scorpion swaps a shield and then does some damage. Pretty good if you just want to steal like a really strong shield. Situational, but it's pretty good. Path C does some damage, then swaps a trap. You know, could have its uses depending on the scenario. Let's say you get fainted on quite a bit. Like, I think the prime example for using this spell of current time, I would say going against the king and queen. You know, before you get to Darkmoor, right? You're doing like the pre-Darkmoor and the Arcanum. This is definitely a perfect spell to use against them. You know, they'll just eventually, after a few rounds, they put a 100% trap on you. Just use one of these, and then now you have a 100% feint on them. Yeah, I can see how it's useful. Yeah, I love how we thought the same fight. That's hilarious. Yeah, it's great. It's great. Yeah, it's definitely situational, but it's great. I will say though, if I were to change one thing, I would like to change where like this is like, yes, you reset it, but if you want to upgrade it, there should be like a toggle here where it's like, oh, what rank do you want it at? It's like, you know, you could just click on the toggle, and then the toggle is just going to move to like the specific rank you want. That way you only have to see the animation for the spell upgrade one time and the page one time, instead of having to do it for up to 4 times, essentially. I think that's definitely one thing I would like to see for quality of life. Just make it a little bit more streamlined is ideal for the situation. We just need more things that are just streamlined a little bit more in this game, personally. There's a lot of inconvenience that happens in this game, and it's because it's not really that well streamlined. What's the advantage of using Snowman spell over something like Purge? I think that's the misspell, right? Advantage is that you basically do an offensive spell with a defense. You basically are having like the ultimate defensive spell. So all you really need is an ice pip. So you essentially need 2 power pips. So essentially like 2 ice pips is the minimum that you need. And you're able to do shielding and removing weaknesses at the same time. And you can remove much more weaknesses with a evil snowman in theory in comparison to a purge spell. So purge, for example, yes, it costs less, but you will still require a good bit of pips, and it can only remove up to 3 weaknesses. It doesn't really care as to what the weaknesses are, it's just whatever's in front of them. While a spell like evil snowman, let's say like we had 5 weaknesses that all stack together, what will happen is you will remove the 2 weaknesses, which is what the evil snowman will just have what's in front of them. You get some shields in return, and also if there was the 3 remaining weaknesses that stack, evil snowman will be able to just remove them outright. So in theory, depending on your scenario, you'll be able to remove them a lot more with an evil snowman in comparison to a purge, because purge only removes what's in front. Evil snowman does the same thing, but the hit does allow for even more weaknesses to be removed. All depends on the content, but you also get some shields as an added bonus, so you basically get a slightly offensive defensive move, which gives you a lot more momentum than just simply using a purge spell. Because what if you were to use a purge spell, but then you have to defend yourself against the next upcoming attack? Then you can't really do that with purge. Like, purge is just remove weaknesses, I'm done. But evil snowman allows you to do 2 things at once. Yeah, so outright off the bat, it will remove 2 weaknesses, right? But then if all those weaknesses stack, so like Novus is a prime example of enemies that will stack weaknesses, and evil snowman will be able to take care of that job a lot better in comparison to the purge. It just depends on the situation. Maybe you don't even want to train purge in the first place, and you just want to remove weaknesses, like, you know, there's evil snowman. In fact, I do want to check something now that we're here. Because, like, does it require any previous spells, or can you just learn the spell outright? And then the other question is, at what level can you learn Purge? Because that's also a pretty big determining factor as if you learn one spell or the other. It just really depends on the scenario. Everyone has a preference. Yeah, it's also easy to get Snowman Path B as a TC. You don't need to learn the spell. You just need the TC. So, okay, so Purge, okay, good news, right? Purge doesn't require any previous spell from the looks of it, right? You just need to complete a specific quest. Only problem is, you have to deal with not having this spell for 75 levels. And that's a good bit you have to wait for. Is it worth it? Yes, but I think Purge is more, in my opinion, I find Purge is more useful if you use it on an ally than when you use it on yourself. It's not to say that like you won't be able to use it on yourself effectively, but at the same time, Snowman could give you more bang for your buck depending on the scenario. So you can use either or. Either or works well. But just keep in mind, a spell like Purge will only do one thing and one thing only, which is remove weaknesses, and that's probably all you want and you don't care about anything else. While a spell like Path B Evil Snowman will not only remove weaknesses, but you also get some really nice defensive shields alongside it, so you can survive for a little bit longer, you can set up for a little bit longer because you have those shields on your side, and you could potentially remove more weaknesses if they stack. So just something to bear in mind when you use certain spells like Purge or Evil Snowman. It's all to preference. Yeah, we just had to make sure that's a thing. That if there's no prerequisites, because that could be on another issue. Maybe people don't want to learn prerequisites, but turns out you don't have a prerequisite other than a quest, so that's good. You're able to learn Purge outright. The only requirement is that you finish your Avalon spell quest. W. That is quite a bit of time, though. Now, do enemies spam weaknesses a lot during that time? Not really. But there are a couple moments where, like, maybe you would like an evil snowman. Like, that would be kind of good. I know, like, if you're doing, like, a die delete, for example, like, there are moments where it's like, you know, an evil snowman will be really useful right about now. Because all these enemies in Dragonspire are just spam weaknessing me, and I just really want to do some damage. But I just want to get some form of protection, some safety net, so here's the evil snowman right there. Dark Slayer, how's it going? To get Purge, you gotta do all the side quests of Gizelheim and Avalon. Thank you. Should I use Path A or Path B Tansel? I picked B because the confusion seemed less useful to me. Okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think the likelihood of you getting those traps are like slim to none. Like if you're in terms of like the whatchamacallit, in terms of yourself being able to utilize them is almost slim to none. If we're looking at Tatzelworm here, you have to gambit your shields just for some traps, which I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like you're better off just trapping anyway. And if you were to get like a shadow version, let me see. Can I get a shadow version real quick? Hold on. Do I have it here? Yes. Ah, not what I wanted. Can I not see the darkened version? Hello? Darkened Spellements? Hello? Well, from what I remember, right? It's just stronger, right? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So you get 3 of them, which like that's fine. But like, what is the likelihood of you being able to get a shadow pick reliably, right? One of my biggest issues with like the shadow system and the shadow rework is that it didn't really resolve the issue with shadow pips and its usefulness, because the biggest issue with shadow pips and its usefulness is really just the fact that like the reliability of getting one is not good. Like it's super RNG, and we still have said RNG stats that like honestly help no one in the world like ever. So I don't personally like it. And I'm kind of biased towards the confusion. I think confusion is a really funny mechanic. You can literally have situations where the boss can just hit themselves, and it's like the most amazing thing in the world when you pull it off. I remember, I think, going against both Quake Charmer and Copycat and Novus, actually. I think I ended up having where they both ended up killing themselves because I used Tansel. And then they just decided to go with the super strong hit, and it hits both of them and they die. And it was the funniest thing in the world. So it's nice when you are able to pull that off. Not to mention, you know, if you go with like the Shadow Pit version, and not only do you get more damage out of it with the Shadow Pit version in Path A, but the confusion, if you don't kill, can be pretty funny. I honestly pick Path A because of the funnies. Yeah, Gambit Confusion, bro. Gambit Confusion is a W. Killing, I started replaying Wiz again. W. Scarab is really good too if you have it. Yeah, Scarab's pretty good. It switches blades, right? Yeah, swaps blades, or it could swap weaknesses. It's pretty good. Situational, but it's good. I feel like the problem is like, just because a spell is situational doesn't mean that it's not good. The whole point of a situational spell is literally what it says. It's for specific situations, but those situations can happen. If you're a solo player, you're very likely to see these scenarios, but if you're with like a group of people and you quest with a group of people pretty much every day, then I can understand like you don't really see the usefulness because you're probably just questing with a group of people anyway. Me as a solo player though, I do have to fight a lot of annoying mechanics that luckily certain Path Bs have been really helpful in being able to counteract them pretty good. Honestly, I think that like the Rochambeau era was great for Myth Wizards, because it gave them a little bit more open identity in terms of what they can do. It also determined a lot of their stats as well. Back then, when Myth wasn't necessarily as popular, the biggest issue with Myth is that their main identity has been about being a minion school, but unfortunately, minions don't come in a lot of really good versions. unless you're in Arc 1, Basanji really isn't going to carry you all the way. Trust me, I would know. I used to rock Basanji till Chrysalis, and I stopped using Basanji afterwards. And more importantly, can't really control them, so that's a little unfortunate too. But minions, their main issue is really just not being able to control them, and they just can't survive specific arcs because they just have no access to blocking. They have like no stats other than like maybe some myth damage and myth resist, or like school damage, school resist in this case, or like any other school, or they just come with nothing, barely any health. And there definitely needs to be conversations about buffing that too, sometime in the future. But with Rochambeau, what happened was is that myth became what it was kind of, in a sense, meant to be, as a defensive bypass class. That was like the main thing for them, is like they were able to bypass many defenses. They were able to bypass resist, bypass shields, thanks to like Shatter and their Pierce. So they were getting the highest Pierce of any class in the game. And it may not be important at the time, but eventually it will become important once you're able to go against bosses that have higher resist, which is pretty common within Arc 3, Arc 4, and beyond. And not to mention, when it comes towards bypassing other things, their identity being shared with the Ice School means they were able to bypass weaknesses. So they bypass any sort of things that are meant to slow you down, which is great. And I think that's what really made them one of the better classes to solo in, because they were just able to go through like all the annoyances that like other schools have to deal with, but Myth doesn't have to deal with in the first place. It's fantastic, actually. And then obviously you have the other schools that already have their main identity and they're just being expanded upon, like Fire, for example. To be honest, I kind of forgot. Yo, it's Bobcat. How you doing, bro? Hopefully you're doing good, buddy. Hopefully you're doing good. It would be so funny if Shadow Cancel confuses all enemies, like 100%. Not even, like, just all enemies. Yeah, that would have been so lit. I would have loved that. Also been playing Octopath Traveler. Looking at my spell writing page, and I went Pantheon for Ether Golem and the minus 50% Universal Shield rather than the Life and Death Shield. I think that's a pretty good choice. That's a very good choice. I mean, what's the likelihood of you actually using the original version where it's just the specific set shield? Probably not much. That's why you do Monstrology, so you can whip out Old Cop for 2 pips? True. But yeah, I feel like minions are being cooked. Taking a break on Wiz, since I am an Avalon on my death, my highest wizard and point of the story I am at. Yo, good luck, bro. You got a long ways to go. Minions need a massive rework for them to be used and shouldn't be tied to school identity, in my opinion. Like, I think Minions and Wiz should be like why did I read it like aliens? Yeah, guys, I think that I think they should be like aliens, guys. I'm just saying. That's crazy. I literally read that so wrong. Is this the puzzle? Oh, I fucking hate this guy. Yo, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I just got back from a Christmas holiday event, and I did promise chat a stream tonight, so we're giving them a stream. That's right. I honestly forgot how this fight works, bro. I really forgot how this fight works. I know he has a lot of Rochambees, that's all I remember. Puzzle Piece Monster. Listen, for Myth Wizards, you know, I make it through just fine. You know, Myth Wizards, we don't gotta worry about anything, bro. We're privileged. We have privileged class now. It's crazy. Blah, 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 Moonblade, okay, okay, cool. Oh, yes, I remember. It uses, Dispels. Right. Elemental diffuse, spirit diffuse, and unbalanced. Oh, he doesn't have any set resist. He just has like universal resist. I see. I see. That boss has Juju. No, maybe. I don't know. Let me see. According to the wiki, no. It has V Plague though. It has V Plague, Shift Grendel, Shift Sugar Glider. So like if you're worried about anything weakness based, those are like the main ones. After that, they do have access to Moon Shield. That's fun. So give Talos a laser gun and a UFO. That will be definitely be a buff. Yeah, bro. UFO does like a bajillion damage. It has a cheat. It becomes Talos becomes Adam. Talos is like the Ditto of Wizard101, right? He'll be able to transform into an Adam, and then he'll just have Adam's abilities of just spam healing you so you never die. He becomes the GOAT of henchmen. Max Wash in Pirate 101? Bro, I got max all characters now in Pirate 101. It's amazing. I love it. Actually, are you max like in terms of current max or at the time max? Because we have a level 75 now. Level 75 is a thing now in the pirate game. You know what we're gonna do, bro? It's gonna be so simple. We're just gonna judge him to death. That's what we're gonna do. You know, like, why complicate things? Just judge him. That's all you have to do in life. You just gotta judge him. Do I have a reshuffle? Yes. Alright. I'm going in. Maybe I should add more Pierce. But who knows? Maybe it doesn't matter. Yo, where the music at? Oh, there it is. I still remember when they accidentally leaked 75 almost 10 years ago. That's crazy. Imagine almost leaking that. And then like 10 years there was silence. Crazy work. Path A or Path B on drop air, straight damage versus light damage, and clears. I think if I remember correctly, Path A, whatchamacallit? Path A drop bear. Not, is it drop bear? Oh no, drop bear, my bad. Drop bear. I don't know why I thought of berry surprise. My brain's not braining. Are you a myth A? Are you not a myth B? No, I'm a myth whatever. I just work here. Honestly, drop bear, I just kind of sticked with A, low-key. Because I'm using it primarily just for like a really cheap AoE damage. That's all I'm using it for. Nothing else. Nothing too crazy. Why am I switching the balance pips? I don't know. Who wins, an Eldritch Hoarder or a blind woman? Why is bro doing so much damage to me, man? Yo, Novus was a different beast, bro. I'm telling you, man, this world was crazy. Oh, frick. Did that. That unbalanced, bro. That's so disrespectful. It's not that bad, it's just every few rounds. What, you gonna do a moon shield? What you gonna do? You gonna do a moon shield? Yup. Get this out of here. You think this will be enough, chat? I think it's enough. It's like 3 traps, and he just killed himself. Not really, but he did a lot of damage to himself. The drop bear is really useful as an AoE shield clear for non-myths if you don't want to use up school traps. Fair. You think this is enough, chat? You know, low-key, chat, it may have been just enough just because he used Dark Pact. Dark Tribute. That's crazy to think about. Oh my god, I got Zeus Newton, bro. I've never heard of those. Oh, dude, I totally forgot. I need to make that pet snack tier list. I I totally forgot, bro. Oh man, we gotta make that soon. Listen, bro, it's coming before 2026. Okay, I promise. It's coming before 2026. About to record for like an hour and 30. Gonna beg for water. Halfway through the recording. I have a lot of videos coming up. I just haven't had time to make them because work has been kicking my butt. I hate it. But tomorrow I do work, fortunately. I work early-ish. I work a 1:30 to 10 shift. So probably won't be doing anything tomorrow. But I will be doing stuff Saturday. And I do think that I'll be doing the die delete Saturday. Maybe a little bit of ZZZ Saturday. And then I think any other time remaining, like either I'm gonna chill or I'm gonna just record some videos for the upcoming few days. Gotta squeeze in the pet snack tier list there. By the way, y'all, have y'all seen Ice Cold's pet snack tier list? Kind of crazy. It's quite a ride. I do find this awkward when I like mute the dialogue because I just hate when they cut me off with the dialogue. But now it just feels weird when you're forced to listen to it. Banana spiders. Dude, Judgment is such a godly spell though. I'm really hoping Portal Apparel makes a return because I feel like Portal Apparel would be very useful for the die delete character. There's so many good things that come for Portal Apparel that you can't really get anywhere else. At least not efficiently. I just can't believe that man won't eat cauliflower, but is willing to eat black licorice and a literal donkey. Listen, bro, all I remember is that he somehow built Saddam Hussein's house. It was quite a video. Look, bro was so drunk. It was crazy. Yo, guys, what if I get stormed, though? It would still do less damage than Power Nova. No, forget that. The new 7-pip AoE spellman paths are actually good, but it looks so painful to get. What do you mean by 7-pip AoEs? Like these versions? Did they change the path these? I know like I always pick the top path because these are like the best AoEs you're ever gonna get in game. We won't get any better than this, low key. I'm not gonna lie though, chat. Unironically, I think Power Nova is kind of mid. Power Nova Path B is kind of mid. Raw Path B is where it's at, bro. Look, you get a power pip per blade on the enemy, and it's to let target enemies, so you get a max 5, right? So we're talking about like a full refund and then some. You get a positive exchange if you have enemies with like 5 blades total. Like Path B Raw goes hard. It is so much better than Path A by a long shot. It's great. What's the best way to farm previous Arc Spellmans? Boom. Ooh, I got bad news. I got much bad news on that one. So the best way is by being a new player and just doing. No, I'm kidding. No, but unironically, that kind of is one of the best ways. Is like literally having like a new player experience and just go. I just realized I muted my mic. Apologies for that. Okay, as I was saying, I got bad news. You know? 10, damn. Fire sword, bro. Gotta tag the man. Gotta tag the man. Like, bro, what the hell? What the hell? Why you do this to me, brother? Why you do this to me? Your best method would probably be cantrip farming. You know, farm with other people. You can also use elemental and spirit retrievers, which to get the tokens is a pain in the butt. It is a big pain in the butt, but you could definitely do it. It was a lot easier when you can just get it simply by doing Portal of Peril. But until that comes back, the best ways to get those retriever tokens are going to be through the gauntlets, which kind of sucks. And then you just have to have a pet with it that manifests it, and you know, just get it from those. I think side quests give spell elements too of those worlds, if I'm not mistaken. So that's another method, but that's not the efficient method. Your best methods will probably be retrievers, and also the cantrip farming. There is another method you can do. You can get them through. Sorry, I had to do that. The other method will be through the challenge bosses. So there is a gauntlet you can create with like crafting with like some of the reagents and stuff, and that will give you some spell elements. But that is pretty resource heavy, which is why I usually don't recommend those personally. If you have a guild, it's a little bit better, but that's if you have a guild. And also if you have people within that guild who is willing to farm that for you or with you. So that's another whole can of worms. Portal of Peril, Lamau. Listen, bro, it's coming back, I swear. Okay? It's coming back. But I think your best methods are the retriever talents on pets and cantrip farming, because the other ones have so many what ifs. They do exist, but there are so many what ifs with those specific things, like those specific methods, that kind of make you question if it's worth it or not. I made several pets with the spirit elemental retriever, but put them on alts and Shadow Palace in different realms, and logged in and out, got 10 plus spell elements every 30 seconds. You see, that's the thing I don't like though, is like you have to kind of actively see the timer though. Well, not necessarily. You just have to see the timer enough, or at least have it in the back of your mind that like, hey, my timer's about to be up. Let me go back to the character. And by the way, this is the retriever's pet. If I have it here, should. Nope. Bro, this was an old school pet I used to have. That's crazy. I have too many pets. There it is. So, to unlock this, you need a token. You also need to make your pet not depressed. And then you see a chest. Here's Spiritual Retriever. There you go. Your pet just collected some spell elements for you. It's very RNG, and it has like a 5-minute timer. 300 seconds or like 5 minutes. If you were to do all side quests in a given world, assuming you didn't do those prior, you would get a total of 75 extra spell elements. That takes quite some time though. Which is why I'm like, side quests, like you could, like it is available, but it might take you a while. I'm gonna check on my other characters to see what spell elements I can steal from them. True. Well, friends, you see, by the time you circle back to your first character, it's already been over 2 minutes, so there's no waiting, bro. How many accounts do you have? Oh, wait, you're doing it on the same account, but still. That's just gonna numb my brain, bro. It's a question of how much mindless logging in and out you can handle. Yeah, it's like dual boxing. I can't do dual boxing. My eyes just can't take dual boxing. Okay, I do that for like Star Rail and like my other gacha games, but that's only because like Star Rail, you can just auto it. You can just auto sorrow for like the farming stuff. You can't really do that for like end game content unless you're like a mega whale. But when it comes to farming, you could definitely auto it. And I auto the farming. And as I auto the farming, I'm playing like Weathering Waves or like Zenless and doing some farming there. And just getting some stuff finished as Starro is, you know, playing in the background. And I'm not gonna lie, I just tried the new endgame Currency Wars. That shit is fire. I love it. I love it so much more than Divergent Universe. I love it because like you don't have to like walk the world. I hate doing that because like there's not really much to see, especially if you do it so much, like very often like I do. I just like getting in, setting up my team, go for a fight, feel like my characters are actually doing something, and I think Currency Wars does exactly that, and it feels great. Okay, but what about dual boxing while doom scrolling reels? All right, Brad, I'm gonna watch the. I'm gonna watch another video talking about the end of PC gaming. You know, the end of PC gaming. You know, it kind of sucks though, man. The RAM era, the RAM situation, that's unfortunate. It's quite an unfortunate situation that we're in right now. Wish there was a faster way to get spell elements for those lower arc spells. I plan making a video about that, by the way. You guys may have noticed that I made a video before about the spell elements. I talked about a system that I personally would like to create if I was a dev. The system being a way to convert any spell element into universal currency, and you can use a universal currency to create any spell element that you want, and it doesn't matter which spell element it is. It will just, the only thing that will matter at that point, it will be simply just the cost of that universal currency to a spell element. The conversion will vary based on the rarity, but beyond that, you can pretty much just craft whatever spell element you want, right? And I plan to bring back that again, but there are some other ideas that I like to put to the table as well with this whole universal currency for spell elements idea that I had many videos ago actually. But there's just ways and methods to improve the spell element farming experience so that I plan to talk about. I've already had a document ready for it. I just haven't really had the time to record it. But once I do, it's right there. Yes, sir. It's over. He's done. The end. He finished in me. Wait, what? He did what in you? None of the methods are easy and fun, except maybe questing new character, but building fun. But including fun via questing subtracts fast. Yeah, generally. I really should have learned Purge. Remember how like everyone was telling me to learn Purge? Yeah, I probably should have learned Purge. Wow, and I got stunned. That's crazy. Alright. Game hates me. It's confirmed. I think I'll still kill, bro. I'm built diffy. While I'm stunned, I can't do anything. Bro, these guys are crazy. What if I just get Earthquake like right now? Just do it. Just hit me with Mother Nature. It's fine. I allow it. I allow you to hit me with Mother Nature. Hit me with everything you have. Power of nature. Bro, there's no way. There's no way. There's just legit no way. Alright, well, just wait 20 seconds. We're gonna wait 20 seconds. Yep. Yep, I'm just chilling. Well, it forced me to hit anyway. Yay. On the sand, please hit me. 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 Yes! I still have stack weaknesses, unfortunately, but we're just gonna go. Oh wait, fuck. All right, well, we'll see what happens. Do I kill myself? Let's see. Shout out to 2026. That's coming out next year. Okay. Okay, bro. Okay. Bro got like pull all the combos. Okay, bro. That's a crazy combo. That is a crazy combo. Listen, I never asked. Okay? I never asked to get confused into weakness spammed into Medusa, into getting Medusied. Like that's wild. That's just wild, bro. Thank you. Honestly, that Path Beast Snowman can be useful. And it is a balance mob. I think a balance mob should be fun. Yeah, let's use that Evil Snowman, actually. Because, like, the balance mob, like, we'll get some universal shields. Which, like, I think that would be just 50%. Could be 60. But I wouldn't mind. All things considered. Any way to counteract the... I guess we could just, like... Balance Blade, you know? That should be fine. Just to counteract the confusion. He has a tool to deal with traps and blades. I don't like this fight either. It's RNG that if they stun or something, you can't avoid the confuse. He also has a tool to deal with it. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's fine though. We got it. We'll be fine. It's just unlucky. They're like 2k to myself. It's fine. I even struggled on this on my myth. I remember. Yikes, dude. At least let me go first. Come on. And I can't go up there. Listen, though. I love Novus. Hated the farming, though. And you know what's crazy? This is the one thing I have issues with the devs. I will never understand why they don't bother looking in the past. Like, why do we still have this pity system? This is a terrible pity system. Everyone knows it's a terrible pity system. Please change it. Everyone has told you Wallaroo was a really good pity system. And y'all were like, you know what? Let's do a pity system. Let's make it worse. Right? We're gonna make it worse. Now, despite the Nightmare Dungeon, I think the pity system for Wallaroo was excellent. And that's definitely a pretty good standard, if there ever was a standard for pity systems in farming, right? And they were just like, let's just make it worse. Yeah, and it also exists for Chrysalis and Dragonspire, which like makes you wonder, okay, devs, like, can you look in the past for a little bit? I feel like it wouldn't hurt you look in the past just to like make things a little bit more streamlined. Shout out to Don Leonardo. Ooh, and this pixel that I'm about to collect. Shout out to the pixel. Thank you, pixel. Thank you, Polygon. You're a Polygon, not a pixel. We're calling you whatever I want. Still need to do Nightmare? Nah, you would never catch me in Nightmare. Except if I do it for a challenge for some reason. But like, you would never catch me in Nightmare. But it is a pity. Because we pity you. Are you gonna be somehow worse than Chrysalis? That's crazy. Imagine. Yo guys, I'm so ready for the weekend though. I'm off the weekend. I'm off Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Guys, we have content upon content upon content coming up. Oh yeah, I think there's a handful of new people watching on Twitch side, huh? Well, to the people of Twitch, you know? To the people of Twitch. And also YouTube, if you're watching and you are new from YouTube. I I plan doing a die delete series, but with my own spin. We're calling it critical mode, and essentially, you know, I add some of my own spice to it: reward wheel, punishment wheel, based on side content and stuff. And yes, we're still keeping a lot of the rules that usually come within die deletes, but you know, also kind of being a little bit lenient as well to some extent. But it's pretty much running almost the exact same as a general die delete series. The only difference being is that my first die delete will be a life wizard, because I never really owned a life wizard. I actually did own one to like level 50, and then I got bored and I just never returned to my life again, so I decided to make a new one. And I feel like if I want to play a life wizard, let's just do a challenge for content, and that's how I make my life wizard. Now, in the case that we do fail it, the first character won't be deleted because it is my life wizard, and it is like the only one I own. So we're just gonna quest him like normal eventually, and then we just create a new character. And the idea essentially is that the new character will be based on an RNG wheel, right? So this including life, we spin on the wheel, get a random school. That's our next die delete character. But for the first one, we have the life wizard, because I don't own a life wizard. Believe it or not, I am not a child of Wu. I am the child of Bellstrom and Cyrus. Because my mains, or at least the first schools I created in Wizard101 was a myth and a storm, and I ended up being a myth main. That's just kind of how it works. You will soon be, yes, I will soon be a child of Wu. I will be one with Wu. I will be forced against my will to become one with Wu. Not really. I actually like pulling the Wu. It's gonna be interesting because I actually want to consider dual schooling with fire on life, and there's a reason for that, but I'll have you guys find out as we move on. Child of Wu. I'm about to get marked, am I? Haha. Not today, sir. You did not just burn me. That's crazy. That's wild. Devious work. I really should pack Empower. I've noticed this now. Empower would have been so lit. I feel like I'm gonna get marked now. Nope. Earthquake Gaming. That's true. That's true. If you aren't interested though, chat, here's the document. Let me share it with y'all. Here's the document if you want to read it. I plan to make some adjustments and likely add some additions to the rules as well, because I've noticed that I did forget a couple things that I wanted to add. So yeah, and there's a lot of things that are in discussion, potentially can be changed over time. But here is the document for those who are interested. Also, to fix typos, I've noticed that there was a little bit of like big. Oh my god, this minion's a problem. I've noticed that there's quite a bit of typos on it as well. Not like punctuation, because God knows I'm not good at that, but at least like in terms of like, oh, I forgot to add like a word to make it not sound like something that doesn't make any sense. Is he gonna steel pip me now? Bro, this minion's a problem. Yo, just let me cook, bro. Let me cook, okay? Let me cook, please. I just need you to let me cook. Oh my god. This means not gonna let me cook. Oh, okay. Here and now it begins, chat. Now it begins. First, let's cloud the mind. Well, I can't do anything. It's not yet. Bro, I swear if you mana burn me again. Okay, this is just as bad. Snack the weaknesses. You know, we should definitely have a sound of that and just have it like super bass boosted. That's what we need. Mind weaken. How long does this last? Chat, I'm gonna take the gamble. I need shields. Never mind, I just got confused now. Take this weakness. Give me your shields. Thank you. Will they give you tower shields? Yes. So, balance is the only odd one out. Oh my fucking... balance is the only odd one out. It will just give you balance shields instead of... No, it will give you tower shields instead of like a minus 60 balance shield. He did not just mad burnt me again. Oh, that's a steel pip. Never mind. Am I still confused? I'm mind weakened. My mind is weak. Wow, I literally did not use this frenzy whatsoever. Did I just give another blade? Insane. Yo, bro's getting ready for that Medussi. It has my name on it. Alright, here we go. I'm just gonna pull through with like no frenzy, only double feints. I mean, it's probably not enough because of the weakness, but we'll see. Oh, hell no. Not even close. I think the weakness literally saved him, unironically. You know, I should really consider packing Judgment as well, just in case for moments like this. Combo it with the Empower should be good. How much does this do? Let me see. I don't think it's enough damage, y'all. I don't think it's enough. I only got one reshuffle to my name. I don't think it's enough. Oh, don't do this again, please. Okay. I think my move, bro. We go for the, That's actually a good thing. Believe it or not. Caught a lot of blades, though. Oh, you fucking hoe. I hate this freaking minion. Alright, whatever. It's fine. Just go. Go, go, go. Just hit. It's fine. I didn't crit. What the hell? At least that annoying minion is gone. I don't think it's enough to kill. We're cooked. Wait. Ooh. Okay, can I survive long enough though? Good on Pawns for showing everyone the power of Tatzelworm. True. W Pawns. What is he doing? Okay, GG's, right? Alright, pet. Do your worst. Hit Storm. Powers of Liam. Fuck. Still did enough. I'll take it. I love how you start with like the hardest fight and then that's like, oh yeah, now it's an easy fight. All you gotta do is just beat up some baddies. Are we the baddies? Yes. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Yo, where's my audio at? Hello? Audio's gone on my end for some reason. There we go. Probably back. Let's go. Big dubs. That's a burn. Never mind. I don't think I've ever seen that pet before. Is it new or am I dumb? It's from the Azteca pack? Not pack. The bundle, I think. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong. Pretty sure it's an Azteca bundle. No, it's not the Azteca bundle. Oh shit, I lied. I'm gonna look at the pawn. Wizard101, the... Shit, I can't even spell it. Okay. There. Okay, thank God it's like the first thing you can find. Okay, so this pack comes from... Ah, interesting. It is observed that this pet manifests element blade at teen. Okay, then. Oh. Huh. It is not from a bundle. It is not from a bundle at all, actually. Huh. Interesting. It comes from apparently a key boss, which is not how I got it. You can also get it by interacting with the merchant in Sympyria. Mirage, the Mirage House bundle. The Iron Sultan statue. You can also get it from the Well-Balanced pet bundle, which is not where I got this pet. I think I may have gotten this pet through hatching. I honestly thought it was from a bundle. I'm pretty sure I got it through hatching. It might have been before, like, so before they started to have where, I think crown shop pets were like crowns only. I think it may have come from pet kiosk before they made changes, or I just got it via hatching with other people. But I got it from somewhere. So the wiki says that it was in a crown shop temporarily. It was unusable. Yeah, it's unusable in the kiosk as of now because it's a crown's pet. It's interesting. I'm pretty sure I got it through like maybe just hatching with someone in the hatchery. I'm pretty sure that's where I got it. Because I was asking for help for a pet that will allow me to quest easier as a balance wizard, and someone recommended me this dinosaur, and I was like, bet. And I saw like the AoE Hydra, and I was like, bet. So I hatched with that. I'm gonna be real. Me for gore. I for gore. I'm sorry. I for gore. So I'm not dumb. It's just pretty dang rare. I know. I didn't even think about it a lot until recently. I was just like, yeah, I got this pet. Pet's pretty cool. I didn't think much of it until just now. So apparently that pet you have is through the crown shop only, but is dropped from key bosses. I don't recall farming key bosses for this pet. I'm pretty sure I just hatched with someone in the hatchery before. This is like a long time ago. I rarely touch these wizards. If it's not my myth wizard, I rarely touch these wizards. To be honest, I'm not even paying attention like where I am in the story. How close am I from like, you know, finishing Novus? I'm just kind of questing. I'm just vibing and questing. I even farmed that boss a ton. Got all the mounts but no pet. This pet's a W though, man. I like this pet. It's kind of nice for a bounce wizard. There's also the harpy as well, like if you want like an AoE spirit hit, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Pretty good. All pretty good. Oh shit, it's already 1 AM. Holy shit. That's crazy. Listen, I didn't think much of it, bro. I'm just here. I gave y'all a stream. Let's go. Promise kept. Promise made. Promise kept. Let's go. Big dubs. Would be cool if the item card hits were enchantable. I would agree. Would be pretty neat. A lot of these cards are no PvP anyways. You have nothing to lose. You know what I mean? You have nothing to lose. Might as well. You. I got him, boss. I got him. I hit him with the cheese ball. I totally forgot this was a thing. The recycling bin. Honestly, that's a feature that I low-key really love, and I just don't use it. But, like, I just love the fact that it's there. I don't mind updates like that, where it's like a feature is there, and you can appreciate it from a distance. Because you never know, it might happen where it's like, yeah, you know, I might need it. You never know. Chat, what are the odds I'm gonna get the freaking fire hit? We're just gonna go through with it. Alright guys, we believe, right? We believe that we're not gonna get the fire hit. You gotta believe. We're gonna get ice or storm. The Gamba. Murphy's Law incoming. That smells so good. I forget how much I really enjoyed questing through Novus though. Novus was like one of my favorite worlds in Arc 4. I think it still is. Like, it's just, besides the farming, like the experience I had with it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I hate it, Wallaroo. Like, okay, I don't hate it. It's just not as good. I'm sorry, it's just not as good. It was boring most of the time, and it was kind of annoying a lot of the time. Friday was the main culprit. Oh yeah, isn't this going against the that death boss that just spams freaking weaknesses like it's no tomorrow? Well, I guess I know what spell we're not using today. Guys, let's gamble. Let's hope for fire spell. Did bro just juju me? Oh, I was about to say. Honestly, 148 ain't that bad. Ooh, no Gamba. Boo this man. He's a fraud. Oh yeah, I am going against Basil. Eventually. Not right now, but after this, yes. Okay, I think that will be definitely a good stopping point once I finish this for the day. Alright, let's take a look. What does bro do? What does he even do? What does bro even do? Let's see. If a dog of war son is defeated, it will not respond upon fleeing and returning with dungeon recall. 2 additional dogs of war son summon appears if more than 2 wizards are present. I mean, everybody knows this, but sure. In the Mathis house, Bastille Brigand is considered a ball fight. Okay, so there's like... Oh, there's a cheat. There you go. The dance of battle is child's play for one such as me. When any global blade or trap spell is cast by either side, excluding prisms, Bastille Brigand will cast one of the following spells: Plague, minus 25 version, Mass Weakness, Power Shield, Protected Tower Shield, Legion Shield, and Frozen Armor. And he has resist to pretty much everything, minus 45%, except for life. He has 5% boost to life. How you doing, Grizz? Welcome to the stream. Okay, well, we have an idea. We have an idea. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. Dogs of War. What does this bro do? He got a sun shield? He got a whole freaking sun shield? That's crazy. Sun shield, rebirth, bounce blade, hex, Athena, centaur, fire dragon, some hits. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. Not too bad, not too bad. He's just annoying. He's there. But he's not that bad. We love Gamba and V-Plex. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Where is my Chimera? Oh, there it is. I'm stupid. And I was like, where's my Chimera at? I found it. Eventually. Oh, I forgot I had these. That's nice. Very good. Very good. All right, hopefully we can do pretty good. I don't know. I don't think I need that many buffs, no? Yikes, dude. Going second is crazy. I would like to go first, though. And also, I forgot to heal, so there's that. Would like to go first. Forgot to heal. Might as well fix this. Okay, unironically, chat, I don't even have the spell, but this is the first time that one spell from, what's that place called? From the Aquila pack? The Aquila Spellements? That one bounce spell is actually useful here. Because now you just have to deal with minus 15s. Instead of like minus whatevers. Oh, nice. I got first. Let's go. I don't care. Oh, he didn't do anything. Not yet. Wow, Wing Sorrow. Oh, fuck. I just realized what this does now. Not this for the fucking shadow creature. Fuck. Yep, that's a throw. Forgot about that spell. Okay, what about this? Let's do this, right? Let me, instead of this, we have a tribute Oni, right? We'll have Oni shadows, right? You can't really counter traps, so like we're just gonna add like, it doesn't really matter which one, just add them in your hand. Some feints, the enchant for the said feint. Yeah, I like it. All right, cool. I did not use 2 potions. I did not just. Oh thank God. I didn't mean to like click it twice. Alright, so we got 3 hits. That's all we need. Oh yeah, Sorrow sucks now. It's kind of like shadow glow bugs. Yeah, basically. It's crazy. But with minus 20% as well. Yeah, just add on the salt to the wound, you know? It's all good. We can manage. I totally forgot like they used like the actual new WoW. Of course I go second. They used like the new shadow stuff too now. So that's kind of unfortunate. Actually, I just realized you can't really double feint with Tribunal only, so instead of just having that, just have 3 feints. And that should do the trick. I totally forgot, like, you can't really just stack traps like that, unless you want to stack them like 6 times, which will take you a while, and it might just be overkill. Do I have Shatter? I do. Oh, only 1. Boo. Boo. I would cherish the shadow of my life. Alright, here we go. Once again. Oh, thank God. I was about to say, I was like, if I go second one more time. I'm actually gonna do this first. So we have some protection. That's right, brother. You're gonna take some backlash. Cause I'm not blading. I'm not blading. I know your tricks. I will discard this though. That's right, get bigger. Unfortunately, the max they can take is like 15%, which is pretty good, but like, you know, kind of unfortunate. Oh my God, it's a pollo. It's a chicken. Why am I getting clapped right now? Just remove the frenzy, you don't need it right now. You know what I should consider, chat? I should consider crafting some healing mending pins. Oh wait, but I have to be at the level to like even get the pin stuff in the first place. So I have to at least get Novice Gear first. Okay, you get Novice Gear, then you worry about mending pins. Do you think I have Novice Gear for this character? I should. Oh, I didn't really enchant it now, did I? Interesting. That's right, look at that big shadow now. That's right. 15%, brother. 15%. Now do it again. He did not indeed do it again. I'm over here like, bro, why am I getting bodied right now on my balance? Dude, I am like deck failing like it's crazy, like it's no tomorrow. It's fine. Got another one of these. As for mending pins, I was thinking of ways for Storm to still heal well. Yeah, it's called being a death wizard. You don't heal. You just become a death wizard. Which boss in Waterloo requires the shield pin recipe? It's Crash, right? I think it's Crash, yeah. No. Is it? It's Freddy, no? Like the final fight Freddy? Let me double check. Is there... It is... Dude, I am not getting the spells I need right now. Yeah, so far, only thing I could think of, death dueling, it's tragic. I wish I could just have one house for all my wizards. Why am I getting bodied right now? Bro's just killing. Freddy's story, do you remember this one? That's good. Then yeah, it's gotta be Crash then. If that's the case. I should have packed heals. I don't want to use a henchman. I really don't. Just buy more gauntlets, I don't see the problem. It's annoying when I want a nice decorated house with useful stuff, but then when it comes to gauntlets or my pet hatch kiosk, etc., it's like I don't want to get another copy, and I just don't want to transfer between those wizards constantly. Fair. What is that shield, bro? What is bro doing? Alright, chat, we're just gonna hit without the shields, I guess. Without the last feint, I suppose. I'm sure that the shallow hit will do the rest of the magic for me. Right? Okay, this minion's a little much, though, I'm not gonna lie. I'm curious what my gear is, because clearly I'm missing something. It might be the pins, actually. Or the health jewels. I'm probably missing health jewels a lot. Yeah, I'm about to die. Alright. Tribunal only. Do your worst. Alright, this should remove my aura. Remove some traps. Not the feints, I think. We should be good. Oh, never mind. I removed one feint. Ah, I threw. That's kind of a throw. Wait, what? Oh. Oh. Huh? Oh. Okay, interesting. Did a lot, though. Did a lot. Did a lot, though. Respect it. Should have bought a henchman. Should have bought like a level 50 henchman. In case I die. Well, now that I'm given the opportunity, do just that. Here we go, heal me! What the fuck is that? I mean, I guess I'll take it, but what the fuck is that? I need to learn how the tribunal earning works, because clearly I'm not using it correctly. Clearly I'm not using Oni correctly, so I gotta learn. That's okay. I can die as long as my minions here. I'm good. I did a lot. Alright, minion. Up to you. Thank you for using the power of Jesus. Back in the action. Tribunal only is a try hit, so I think you want to cast Feint first, then set it up so you don't risk Gambit eating the Feints. Okay, so the thing I'm trying to figure out is why did it accept 2 of my Feints though, when the Feints were different? Or does it just accept them before it does the hit? That's the part I don't understand. Because like it accepted like 2 of my Feints. Well, the Feint I think also Blades may work better because it's less setup compared to casting 3 Feints for each hit. Fair. Fair. Alright, at least we did it though. GG's. All it took was 50 crowns. All it took was 5 quizzes. Only 5 quizzes required. 5 quizzes. Yay! Yeah, clearly I have a lot of learning to do about balance before I understand what the balance school does. Apparently the devs also don't know what the balance school does, but you know, we will find out eventually. We will do scientific research into what the balance school does to finally understand what the balance school does. It's trial and error, baby. They should make balance school the gambling school. True. Every spell is an elemental spectral. Every spell is a spectral blast. Pick your poison. It already has the most fun spells that just do random school of damage. I don't really think that people are gonna like it if it's like super RNG though. Like people don't like it on Storm, to be fair. The real Unu is Bound Storm and Myth hit, right? Yes. Bound Storm and Myth, yes. I definitely want to use Tribunal only more. I just need to like set it up better. For the memes, bring back old insane bowl. That made me feel something. It made you feel 2 things: instant death or the funnies. Pick your poison. Alright guys, we finished Porto Nuevo. Now we go to New Vicorgia. Yes sir. Yes sir. Scales of Destiny. Yeah, what is my gear anyway? Alhazred. Honestly, it's the square sockets. I feel like if I just have like some jewel sockets, like some health sockets for square, it will definitely do some wonders for me in terms of my health and stuff. Yeah, like remove these, put the health sockets instead. It will do wonders for me. Same thing with this one, but this for like the health jewel socket. I think that's what I need. I just need health jewel sockets. Balance the school that doesn't counter anything except pips and auras a little bit. Yep. Balance is the most balanced school. Me when I lie. Alright, let's just finish this stupid mob fight real quick. Get out the way. I think only way to consistently buff it, then it's just Balance Blade, because there's no Tri-Blade that gives those 3 school damages. And that sucks, because like Balance Blade is like extremely easily countered, which is like a good thing, I guess, if you're doing PvP, right? But if you're doing PvE, oh, that's gonna be rough. That'd be pretty rough. Yo, this is cool though. That spell is so cool. Bleh. 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 Yeah, I clutched it. Let's go. Eat that. Oh fuck! Wrong spell. Wrong spell. Wrong spell. I used the wrong spell. Now it's for sure not killing. Never mind. Just cast both Tri-Blades to buff it one time. I honestly think, okay, could be a hot take. I low-key think Balance should have, you know how like people have fuel, right? Fire has fuel, which I think should go to Myth Wizards now in my opinion, but that's just me, right? You know, Myth should definitely get fuel. There should be a way to like transmute fuel to like different schools of fuel, but like Myth will have the best version of fuel because it'll be cheaper cost, and it is something that Myth will constantly be using. Every other school maybe have it where it's like instead of like 2 pips, it's like 3 pips for other schools or something like that. You know, make it special for Myth in a way. Balance should have like a Tri-Blade. It'll be weaker. It'll be like instead of like 25%. I feel like you should buff these actually. I think you should buff the amounts for the blades here, like Balance Blade maybe like 35% here. Blade Storm 30%, and then let's have like a tri-blade, right? So Tri-Blade will be like 3 universal balance blades. 3 universal balance blades on either the caster or on an ally. But they'll be 20%, they'll be weaker. And they come in 3. It will cost like 2 pips or something. And you can enchant it to get 3 other versions. That way you can actually utilize spells a lot easier. Like, you know, Chimera, Hydra, Tribunal Oni for blades and stuff. I think that would be pretty cool. You could also use dual blade to buff it, but you weave life. Listen here, Sonny. Listen here. I did it for the aura, which is pretty good. You get the most benefit out of the boost because it's life. Balance always boosts life. There might be a pet with Tri-Blade, I'm not sure. I'm about to get gaslit right now. Let's see. Wait, I think Dust Storm Jin may work better for you than just pack a second path regen in your deck and random tri shields and you're good to go. Second path regen is some crazy work, bro. You think I do beast move for a living? That's crazy. Bro's like, bro, just do beast moon. Do beast moon, get lucky, bro. Do beast moon, get lucky. Guys, all you need is just to do beast moon and be really lucky. There's obviously the new extremely rare pets from Tartarus, which give triple blade spells, so there could be a balanced one, I'm guessing. You don't have 75... No, I don't have 75 regen spells. Listen, bro. Portal Apparel, trust, bro. Portal Apparel, trust. Pop. 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 Trust me, bro. Just trust me, bro. It's coming back. We about to go ham on Portal Apparel. Did I just get stunned? Yep. Dude, I don't find this triple balance play. What is it even called? I wonder if I can find the images. Ooh. Wait, this is a fan-made concept. This fan-made concept goes hard, though. You mean you guys don't have phones? I really hope Portal Apparel offers an exchange for spell elements for a 7-pip AoEs. Jin's fortune then? I don't know. Also, Earthquake Gaming! I just realized we're going against the wrong enemies. That's kind of awkward. I'm trying to find this so-called spell that you speak of. I'm surprised they never came up with a tri-blade spell for balance. I found the pet Sandy Skelly Warrior. It has triple hex instead. I mean, that could work, kinda. You should have it trained on your balance. The level 50 shield and gives you a HOT. Yes, I do have it trained actually. I think it only gives you one though. You need multiple. T's the problem. It's 3-round setup, which is not terrible, but like it kind of sucks that the overtime already activates right away. Ooh. Decisions. Did I just get stunned again? That's crazy. Mythic Skelly Warrior does have a 1-pip Mythfield. That's a W. That's a big W. I like that. W Skelly. We like Skelly. I really wish I could just give you my 200 regen spells I don't need. All I need is like 75. That's all. Um, damn, I'm like blanking on something. Yay. Just open some event spellman packs. I got you, bro. I got you. Alright, here's my 75 spellies. Damn. 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 That's crazy. Wait. Let's go gambling. You want to open them on life because it gives more spell limits of your school. Ah, shit, you're right. Damn, I'm like 2 crowns short. We need to watch an ad. We need to watch an ad, y'all. Hold on. Where's my ad button? Earn crowns, yes. Alright, guys. Gotta watch an ad. Sorry, there are no ads available to watch at this moment. Please check back. There is no way this feature is working. There's no fucking way this thing is broken. Nah, dude. Bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. That feature broken. That button has been broken for 3 months. Yeah, they don't give a fuck, bro. They don't want to give you free crowns. The hell? What? They're gonna send you the 269 Haichu ad. Want another ad about Haichu? Pretty good candy, by the way. You want another ad about Haichu? Just got earthquake. You hate to see it, bro. How you doing, Leah? You're right. Let me open these packs on my real life. Oh wait. I mean, I do have one. I just got bored of him. Is this one? I got to level 59 and I was like, you know what, guys? I'm bored. I don't like him. Let me delete him. Here's the new one, though. Stellar Key. Antonio Stellar Key. This is my new guy. This is my new guy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. We're just gonna pocket this ad revenue and not give Timmy the crowns. Oh, by the way, y'all. I want to see how my Stitch is doing. Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh. Nightshade. Love Nightshade. Let's see. If I were to look at myself, this beautiful rates my Stitch, also known as RMS. Oh, my Stitch is gone. That's crazy. What's the leaderboards like, though? Let me see. Oh, U-Time? Bad. Fire. I like this one. Pretty good. Mostly the same set, though, but pretty good. No. L. Fire. It's cute. That's a full set. L, big L. Full set, big L. Like the colors double, big L. That's basically the full set. L, big L. Triple L's. Pretty much the full set. Big L. Fire. I actually really like the addition of the hat. That's really good. I mean, it's mostly the same set, but I do like the hat edition. I can't hate. That's cute. Again, same thing with this one. Wand's different. The hat's different. Love it. That's basically full set. L. That's very cute. Big L. Big L. Big L. I like the pink one better. This one's cute. Yes, I guess. L. Okay, I do like the fact that they at least try to change it up a bit with like the royal uniform, which you get this from Buckingham Palace. Big dubs. L. Super Ultra Mega L. Big L. Alright, I do think number one deserved their spot though. I think number one. This one's not bad. This one's pretty good too. I really like number one. Number one. Which one did I like? I like number 11. Number 11, good job. Number 12, good job. Number 14, good job. Dude, it's literally all the same set. Alexis, I'll give you a good job for this one, even though it kind of... I've seen this many times, but like it's nice. Number 19, good job. Yes. Number 22, good job on at least trying to make things a little different. I appreciate the effort. Big L. Alright, cool. Where's the insignia stitch with the flute one at number one? Listen, it's Christmas. Okay? It's Christmas. Gotta be one with the spirit in Christmas. Oh, look, guys, we got event spell packs. Oh, wait. Gotta open it on the white. Blah, blah, blah. Gotta open it on the right wizard. I don't know if anyone talked to me on shopping district, but if they did, hello. If you're watching this, and if you're not watching this, oh. Be like that. I am good. I was a raider from mom's stream, but my Chrome crashed and didn't find ya. Ah, you hate to see it. Hey, I'm glad you're here though. Glad you're here. Girl in the blue hair looked like she put Gorilla Glue on the hair. That's crazy. Alright guys, here's my fake life wizard, alright? My fake life wizard, my fake Spellerman pack opening. That's unfortunate. Oh my god, look at this. Alright, here we go. Part 2. That is so unfortunate, dude. What is this? Oh, 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 oh. Big. Ooh, ooh. Jackpot. Look at that. Mmm. That's a lot of regens. Got 8, 2, 2. Big 12. Let's go. Alright. I don't think it's enough to begin with. 30. Big 30. Alright. Just need a couple more. God. That's like 30 from one pack? Yep. W pack. Oh, exactly 30. 30 on 30. I'm not a big fan of the government. 30 on 30. Another big fan, another big fan, another big fan. Dude, that song is so stupid. I love it though. Okay, I think my Myth Wizard probably has some. I know he has some. I know he got some. You wanna know why? Because I be playing Beast Moon. Not religiously, but I do play Beast Moon. Occasionally. Hello. Okay, we got 11. 11, 11, 11. I am paying my taxes. I do pay my taxes. Can you help me port in? Didn't accept the quest. Oh, where? Like here? Okay. You think he doesn't have a membership? Or does he have a membership? There you go. Is my teleport on? Oh shoot, he has a membership. No way. No thanks. No problem. Straight into the point. I like that. Only 11, and you did how many beast matches? Okay, to be fair, I did Mayhem. Apparently, you don't get as much spell elements in Mayhem compared to Hunt. Yeah, Hunt's the favorite child. The favorite problem child. There it is. Wait, what if I just magically I use my magic wand, and I just like magically find some regents. Holy green, holy golden keys. They're gonna be for the guild. Now that we finally have one. Shout out to the Wizard101 guild. Big guild. Trying to solo Aztec tonight. Oh, good luck. It's gonna be crazy. It's not that bad, but like it's a experience to say the least. Alright, surely I have regents here, right? Yo, you know what else I can use, chat? Oh wait, Rebirth is kind of expensive. I think Regent is the move, because Rebirth kind of expensive. Okay, so definitely not the Storm. Let's see. Walk Through Death, which we need to come back to eventually. He's in Chrysalis, the peak world. Ooh, wait. I have enough. Yes, sir. We were at least able to 3-turn most bosses. That's good. I think your biggest challenge would definitely be like Bellog and like maybe the final dungeon. You know, it takes a bit. But you should be fine overall. I think we have enough. Adapt plus Rebirth? Bro's using his brain. Let's go. We love using our brains. I am not doing Bellog solo. Listen, sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. Sometimes you gotta solo. At least that was me as a Myth Wizard. Back then, everybody hated Myth Wizards, so I had to force myself to solo. If there was a Myth Wizard on the team, they would just leave. I had to learn. I had to crawl so people can run. Back when Orthrus was not... Exactly, back when Orthrus wasn't the AoE. Times have changed. Alright, here we go. We finally got W spell. Now we just need to learn it. Got plenty of training points, so that's good. I'm crazy, but not that crazy. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, here we go. Run the woo! What do I need for Ooh, W Worm. Okay. Got you. A lot of spells to learn, but that's fine. You have gained your first heal over time spell. The sprite spell will heal a small amount when you cast it, and then heal a larger amount over the next 3 rounds of combat. Spells that heal over time can be very helpful. Make sure to use them wisely. Alright, here we go. So I need Seraph. Okay, I need Spear Armor Bet. So you just skip on Golem. You don't need Golem. Stop. What? What'd I do? What'd I do? Oh shoot, I have to do this. Hold on. There you go. Now you're ready for the Dustborn Jimbo. Yes, sir. W region. And you know what's great about this? What's great about this is that Balance gets some really good healing jewels. They're basically on par with Life in terms of healing. A Life, Ice. the whole 9 yards of it. But it's great. So like, it's not a bad investment. It's a good investment. It's a W investment. So I will take it. Was availing hands not good enough for you? No. No. Nar. 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 Actually, you're freaking right. You're right. I totally forgot this has 2 heal overtimes. No, not good enough, bro. I need a W heal. Yeah, availing hands would have been good too, actually. Now that I think about it. In hindsight, it's 2020. Hindsight's 2020. Availing hands was definitely not an option. Fermenting points are in the 40s, no. Availing hands is too hot. Bro, this is the first time I learned it. This is the first time I'm learning it's 2 HOTs. I thought it was just 1 big HOT. Well, that time was wasted. You know what? We got content. I got to do my Melinda Wu impression, which everyone hated. So we have that. They really need to remove the crit block included for crit heals. I agree. At least for PvE. Just bring back the double heal. It was 1 hop before. Guess they updated it. Yeah, I totally forgot about this part of the update. I think I covered it and then I forgot. So, yeah. Honestly, bro, like I feel like I might just okay, here's the plan, chat. We're gonna just do this real quick. Yup. And then I'm gonna save this for later. It would be part of my kit, you know? Part of the rewards kit, I guess. For the life wizard or something, I don't know. Because availing hands is cheaper, easier to use, so there's that. There we go. We'll use this for later. Alright, chat. That's it. It's about to be 2 AM. I got a long day tomorrow. I'll see you guys Saturday. Thank you everyone for tuning into today's stream. Merry Christmas. As many people like to say Merry Chrysler for some reason. I don't know why people say that, but yeah, Merry Chrysler's a thing. Sounds like a car brand or something, but I digress. Yeah, so I'll see you guys Saturday. Probably double stream. Doing maybe a little bit of ZZZ, a little bit of the Die Delete. First episode Die Delete on the wizard I totally do not own a class of. Totally just didn't get bored and decided to delete this wizard eventually. But yeah, I'll see you guys Saturday. If you like the stream, make sure to like the stream. If you're on Twitch, follow if you haven't. We would love to have you here in the Frenzy Familia. Same thing with the YouTube side. Just hit the subscribe button. It does the same thing. Best ways to stay up to date. Merry Chrysler. Bro, I've seen people say that and I'm like, why? But yeah, as always, if you want to stay up to date, you can check out my YouTube community tab. You can also check me out on Twitter. I gotta make a post of today's event so I can show you guys what I did today. It's pretty awesome. But had a lot of fun tonight. Thank you so much for a wonderful Christmas night. And as always, to everyone watching, remember to stay frenzy and peace. I'll see you guys Saturday.